Hi there, welcome back to the channel if you're a current subscriber. Welcome if you are new. If you'd like pick a card readings, feel free to join the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification and you will be notified each time I do upload a new video. I do have a pick a card reading playlist if you would like to check that out. They are timeless readings. Today's pick a card reading is going to be all about your next 3 months. We're going to look at your overall energy, any obstacles or challenges you may have, accomplishments and advice. We'll also take a look at if you're single, love, or if you're in a relationship and your career. I do have 5 piles here. I'm going to show you each one and then take a moment, see which one you're drawn to, and the timestamps will be listed down below. For pile 1, we have this butterfly pendant. For pile 2, we have this clock pendant. Pile 3, we have this flower ring. Pile 4, we have this square pendant. And pile 5, we have this snowflake or this star. So take a moment, see which one you're drawn to, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, Group 1. If you chose this butterfly, Group 1, Pile 1, this is going to be your reading about your next 3 months. Let's see what your overall energy is going to be. Perception. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and take a good hard look at it. Okay, so let's get some details for your overall energy. And what you need to focus on for the next 3 months. This is, if you're watching this in September, this will be for October, November, and December. It is a timeless reading, so if you're watching it at a later date, it will be for the next 3 months that you're watching this video. Okay, so Group 1, it looks like your overall energy for the next 3 months is going to be all about resolving conflict with somebody that you are in a relationship with. There's going to be a lot of reflection. There's going to be a lot of communication between the two of you. You're going to want your partner to make you feel a certain way. Maybe you're perceiving things a different way than they really are, but that is going to be the overall energy, is the way you perceive things for the next 3 months is going to be your challenge. A change in the wind. Okay, so there could be a change in the direction of this relationship. Maybe it's a thought process or it's the physical change. Unfinished symphony. Let's get a couple more cards here. Fear, strength, and mystery. Okay, so your overall energy of what you need to really focus on is not fearing change. Change in the way you see things, change in the way things are. Maybe you're just not looking at things in a different perspective when it comes to communication with your partner. Maybe you want them to love you a certain way and they're not loving you the way you need to, but they're perceiving it as they're giving you what they're supposed to make you feel satisfied, but you're not receiving it in the way that you need to. So it could also be that the perception of what is happening in this connection is causing you to have some fear. And maybe you are doubting this connection of whether or not this is something long term. So you're going to spend some time in your emotions and feelings with this opportunity of, is this the person I want to spend time with? Do I see this going long term? Do I see this moving forward? So that's what your overall energy for the next 3 months is, that the way you perceive things and overcoming things that you don't see a certain way, maybe looking outside of the way you see things and seeing it from a different perspective and understanding that maybe the way you're looking at something isn't the only way to look at it. Okay, so let's take a look in detail for each month. So for the month of October, let's see what your challenge is. Group 1. What is your challenge? Suffering in silence. Okay, so in this connection, if you're not speaking up, maybe you have fear of saying something to your partner about how you feel, then you are going to feel very stuck. You're going to feel like it's a burden. It's very heavy. It's something that is really weighing on you. Let's see what your accomplishment is for the month of October. Group 1, your accomplishment for month 1. Love. Okay, so once you open yourself up to love and loving yourself and loving your partner, you're going to realize that maybe you don't have to suffer in silence. Maybe you can open up that communication and have a change of thought and maybe a change of different perspective once you start speaking and having more clear communication. Let's see what advice for the month of October, or the first month when you're watching this video. For group 1, what advice for the first month? A win-win outcome is the forecast. Okay, so it's all about give and take and balance. Understanding that not everybody sees things the same way. And when you're in a partnership or a relationship, that it is all about give and take and listening to your partner. Sometimes we listen just to respond, but we need to really listen to understand what they're saying or how they're feeling. Okay? Let's take a look at November. We're going to see what your challenge is or your obstacle in November, or your second month when you're watching this video is. Manifest. Okay, so for November or for the second month, your obstacle or your challenge is all about what you want. Realizing that you have the tools to have what it is that you want. What is your accomplishment for group 2? Life purpose. Okay, so understanding that whatever it is that you want to do with your life, that this is going to become more clear to you and how to go about it in the month of November or the second month. Understanding that you don't have to fear moving forward in a different direction in your life, and understanding that you can have anything that you want as long as you work hard for it and you stay focused. There's a lot of mystery over the next 3 months for you, but once you are grounded and you spend some time figuring out what it is that you want and what direction you want to go, whether it's in this commitment or whether it's in a career, then you're going to feel more accomplished. What advice do we have for November or the second month? Be bold and make the first move. Okay, so if there's something that you have been wanting to do that you're not currently doing, that maybe you've been very fearful of, maybe you just don't think you're good enough, maybe you don't have the funds to do it, maybe you feel if it's something creative that people maybe won't enjoy it, they won't purchase the item, whatever it is, you just have to make that first move. Manifest what you want, put it out there that this is what you want and this is what you desire. And in November or that second month, you're going to realize that that's your life purpose. You just have to take that opportunity and move forward. Okay, so let's take a look at December or month 3. What challenges or obstacles will you face? Door to value. Okay, so recognizing that the doors of financial abundance are there. You're the only one who holds the key to that to be able to open that door. So that is your challenge for December or month 3. And what is your accomplishment? Rainbows. Okay, looking beyond the times when money is tight. Looking beyond that, if you're in a situation, you know, it could be a partnership that is not providing to you to make you feel fully satisfied. Looking beyond that you don't have to stay in that commitment if you don't want. You can change. You don't have to have fear of the unknown. Also, the same thing with your career. If you feel like you're not making enough money, there is always light at the other end. You know, that's what the rainbows are all about. That's seeing and understanding that there's so much more out there. And in November, you're going to realize what that life purpose is. And then in December, you're going to have doors that are going to open up to you once you make those moves towards it. What advice for December or month 3 for group 1 do we have? Why do you need to release? Or what do you need to release? So figuring out what it is that you need to let go of. Is it a perspective of I'm not good enough, or I won't be successful, or I don't know how to do it? You know, if that's the case, then you need to just face your fears and do research, go online, talk to family, friends, maybe speak to somebody else who does the same thing. But releasing and letting go that you're the one who controls where this door is and what path you're going to go. Okay, let's take a look at overall obstacles, challenges, advice for singles. We're going to look at singles first, and then we will look at those who are in a love relationship. So first, let's see what obstacles or challenges in love for those that are single overall for the next 3 months. Okay, so your obstacle is love. So maybe you're afraid of putting yourself out there. Maybe you're afraid of getting hurt. Maybe you're afraid of really opening up and wanting that partnership, wanting that intimacy with somebody, letting them truly see who you are. If you're single, maybe you have just kind of closed the door to dating. Maybe you're not putting yourself out there. Let's see overall energy for your accomplishment for the next 3 months for singles is intuition. Okay, so guiding your intuition and really being okay with the decisions that you make. So if you say, you know, I really want to feel love, I want to be in a relationship, follow your intuition that says, you know, you probably should go out to meet people, or you should tell family and friends that you're open to meeting someone new. You know, being out socializing and being in environments where you would have that opportunity to meet somebody. But if you stay home, you're never going to meet somebody. Like UPS doesn't deliver your next partner to you at your front door. So you have to make that first step. So it's also all about letting go of that perception, because your overall energy is perception. Maybe you perceive that you're not good enough to be in a relationship, and that's where love comes in. That's your challenges. Maybe you don't love yourself enough, and you can't love someone else until you love yourself. So you really have to learn how to have self-care, take care of yourself, maybe go to the gym, go for a walk, be in nature, be out in the sun, enjoy the earth. You know, just really feel the vibes of what the sun can do for you. Be close to the water if that makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy. You know, find some hobbies and interests and people that like to do the same things, and that's usually where you meet somebody. So let's see what advice. I kind of gave you some advice, but let me give you one card of advice for singles love. Motivation. Okay, so if you are not motivated, you got to find that motivation. You know, if you say, oh, I don't want to be single, well, you're going to have to do something about that, because if you're not putting yourself out there and you're not taking care of yourself, then when you get in a relationship, it's not going to be good. Okay, let's take a look at those that are in a relationship. What are your challenges or obstacles? Withdrawn. Okay, so if you're in a relationship, are you feeling like you can't be open and honest with your partner? Are you feeling like you fear that if you do tell them how you're feeling, that they may not love you anymore? Are you feeling very isolated for your overall energy? Let's see what accomplishment we have, which is expansiveness. Okay, so opening up your thought process, opening up your heart, opening up your mind into thinking outside of just how you feel or how you see things. Being able to look beyond the scope of yourself or your own mindset could really help you in your relationship evolve. Let's see what advice we have. If you're in a relationship, love advice. Protection. Okay, so protecting how you feel is not necessarily a bad thing, but if you're in a relationship, it's not just you, it's a we. So protecting yourself by not being honest and really just isolating yourself from your partner and your true feelings is not going to help you. So protect yourself, but also protect your relationship. Protect the feelings that you have for each other by communicating. Being open and honest, and communication is something that's going to be a big conflict for those that are in a relationship over the next 3 months. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Group 3. Let's take one more look at career. Let's take a look at career, the overall energy for your career over the next 3 months. Let's see what obstacles and challenges you have. Magic, okay. I think believing in the unknown, really understanding that you create your destiny. You did get that manifestation card. You have the mystery card. You have the rainbows. Believing that your fairy tale could come true. Whatever life that is that you want, if you're not happy in the career you're in because it's not satisfying you, knowing that you have the power to control that. That is what magic is all about. You're in control of that. Let's see what accomplishment you have in your career for the next 3 months. Grief. Okay, so, there could be some heartache. Maybe you make a decision to change careers, change jobs, change direction. That will be a little bit of a challenge for you, but you're going to accomplish that fear. You're going to build the strength. You're going to have a new perception on your life and what it is in the direction that you want it to go. Okay, let's get some advice for overall for career. Joy. Okay, so you might be happy for a little while, but ultimately you're going to be very, very happy because of the decisions that you make over the next 3 months. Okay, Group 1, that is what I have for you. Thank you. Bye. I have Angel Oracle cards here. I want you to ask yourself 2 questions and let's see what the answer is. Group 1, question 1. What is the answer? You're ready. And for others, Group 1, question 1, forgiveness. Okay. And Group 1, question 2, the answer is romance. And for others, improving health. So having that self-care and taking care of yourself. Let's get some letters, charms, zodiac signs to confirm this is your reading. For Group 1, what numbers do we have? Okay, Group 1, I see 10, 12, 10, 4. So October 12th or October 4th. This could be when you're watching this reading. It could be ages 22. You could be 20. You could be 24. Could be your birthday. Let's see zodiac signs. Cancer, Virgo, and Scorpio. Let's get a few charms for Group 1. Okay, so you're going to feel very sweet and happy with your partner when you communicate these things. This is something that's going to bring you a lot of good luck. You're going to have a wish fulfillment, and you're going to realize that some of the pain that you may be going through over the next 3 months, you're the one who unlocks the key to be able to release that. Let's get some letters. These could be your name, your initials, anything really that resonates with you to let you know that this is your reading. I do see Al. I do see Al. see Ran. I see sun, so being very positive and optimistic with that sun, or maybe getting out in the sun, will help you. Stop. Okay, maybe stop and take a moment and figure out what direction you want to go. Maybe some of you work in law, or you want to work in law, or you want to do something with the laws. I see Pat. I also see Patsy with an I. I also see Do It. So if there's something you're holding back on pursuing, it could be a sign for you to just do it. I see Todd, almost abbreviated. I see Randy with an I, or Rainy. I see TT, could also be initials too. I see Dottie, D-O-T-T-I. Okay, group 1, that is what I have for you. You can pause the video and see what you come up with. Thank you. Bye. Hi, group 2. If you chose this watch or clock pendant, this is going to be your reading of your next 3 months. Let's see what the overall energy is. Compassion, number 15. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart into the world. So let's see some details, group 2, about what you will be dealing with for the next 3 months. The overall energy is compassion. Okay, the 10 of Swords. The King of Pentacles. And the 2 of Pentacles. Group 2. Thief. Okay, so group 2, it feels like something is very draining and you have to make a decision when it comes to your career or the financial aspect. Maybe it's somebody around you that isn't being honest. No place like home. Okay, so maybe you have been at the same place for a very long time. You're fearing possibly moving on. Truth be told, okay, so maybe there is something that is going to be coming open to you. Some type of realization that you didn't know or you didn't see. It could be involving, if it's not your job, it could be something in your home life. It could be something that you thought was stable and secure, and it's just caused you a lot of pain and difficulty because somebody's not being honest. Okay, so it does have something to do with love, ideation. Let's get one more for group 2. Energy. Everybody has gotten energy so far. Okay, so energy, it's draining your energy. This person that is not being honest with you, this person that you're trying to make a decision about whether or not you want to have something secure with them, which is this King of Pentacles, you're going to come to the realization that you're going to have a lot of compassion for them, but your love is not going to be enough to overcome maybe some of the things that they have done to you. So let's get in detail for each month for group 2. Let's see for October or month 1, what is your obstacle or challenge in regards to this overall energy? Group 2. Let's see what for the first month. Love begins. Okay, so that is going to be your obstacle or your challenge in October or the first month, is understanding where that love has come from, loving yourself, loving those around you. It's going to be a new opportunity for you to have that realization. And you got love again for your accomplishment. So it looks like with this picture, to me it says that she's really learning how to love herself, how to feel evolved and feel whole. So maybe by taking all your energy away from someone that you're feeling like you have to make a choice and decision about, that is really just draining your energy, is you're really just coming into your own truth that you need to love yourself. And that is what you're going to come to the realization and you're going to accomplish in the month of October, or the first month of this reading that you're seeing it. Let's see what advice we have for you. Don't let your past hold you back. Okay, so if there is something that you have been thinking about doing, but maybe your partner did not want you to do, that is something that you should pursue. Don't let that hold you back, that you can do anything that you want to do. Let's take a look at month 2 or November, depending on when you're seeing this reading. Your challenge and your obstacle is lead. Learning how to be a leader, okay? So having compassion with others and yourself, but also leading by what you want, not necessarily what other people want. And the number 4 is all about stability and structure, which so is the Pentacle. So maybe you're the one who is taking over the finances in your home. You know, if it comes to thief, maybe somebody wasn't being honest about paying the bills and things like that, and you might have to take that on. That is something that could happen in the month of November or the second month. And your accomplishment is universal light. So you're going to come to that realization of what it is that you need to do in order to ensure that you protect your own energy. You're going to have compassion for somebody. Maybe they were feeling overwhelmed. Maybe they just got really busy and didn't take care of what they needed to take care of, and you're going to realize that you're going to have to be the one to do that. What advice for November? What do you need to release? So what is holding you back? What do you need to release that is preventing you from being able to move forward? Okay, let's take a look at December. Let's see what your obstacle and challenge in December is going to be. Group 2, December. Attachment. Okay, so maybe you're attached to some old ways of doing things. Maybe you're attached to somebody. You're attached to a thought process. Let's see what your accomplishment is going to be. You got the mask twice. There's a mask in this picture and in this picture. Your accomplishment is coins. Okay, so maybe if you let go of the way things are financially, the way things are set up, in December, you're going to let go of the old way of doing things and the way things have always been, into embracing that your accomplishment is you have more money now. Now that you're in charge of the money, you're in charge of the finances, you're going to realize that there is more money and you're financially abundant. Let's see what advice we have. Believe in the impossible. Okay. I do have some angel oracle cards here. I'd like you to ask yourself 2 questions and see what the answer is. Group 2, question 1. What is the answer? big happy changes for some and communicate clearly for others. Group 2, question 2, what is the answer? Listen to your intuition. And for others, abundance. So that goes with those coins there. Okay, let's take a look at those of you who are single in love. What is your obstacle or challenge for those that are single? Your overall energy for the next 3 months. Impulsive. Okay, so are you maybe a little bit too impulsive? You're not patient. You don't like to take your time. Maybe you rush into relationships. Let's see what your accomplishment is for your overall energy for the next 3 months if you're single. This is for singles only. Non-duality, being your authentic self. Okay, so maybe you're too quick to be somebody you're truly not, and then people realize that later on, and maybe that's why you're single. Maybe you're too impulsive to jump into relationships before you're ready. Let's see what advice we have for you. Comfort. Okay, so being comfortable with who you are, who you truly authentically are, is going to be very important for you over the next 3 months if you're single. Embracing who you are and feeling comfortable with that. Let's see the overall energy for love if you're in a relationship. What is the obstacle or challenge? Curiosity. Okay, so there's something that you're going to be interested in knowing about your partner, about your relationship, being a little bit nosy, wanting to know a little bit more information. What is your accomplishment if you're in a relationship over the next 3 months? Receiving. Okay, so you're going to receive the information that you are seeking. So as you're being more curious and asking questions, your partner is going to embrace that and you're going to receive what you need from them. What advice do we have? New beginnings. Okay, so you could have a new beginning with your partner, you know, having that open communication. It's all about giving is receiving. And once you start doing that, then you'll see a huge difference in your relationship. Let's take a look at career. What obstacle or challenges, group 2, will you have over the next 3 months? Freedom. Okay, so is your career maybe going to tie you up too much? Are you going to see with the net there? Do you feel very stuck? Do you feel like you work a lot? You don't have time for anything else? You know, it's like, where's the light at in this picture? There's no light. It's all dark and heavy and very entangled. So, you know, your big challenge is finding the freedom to do things that you want to do, spending time with family and friends. Let's see what your accomplishment is. Ease. Okay, so you're going to figure out how to change a situation so that you feel comfortable in having a balance in your life. You're going to be able to make the money you need to make and spend the time with the people that you love. Let's see what advice we have for your career. Guidance. Okay, so maybe you need to speak with other people that do the same thing as you. Maybe you need to speak with family and friends, asking them how do they do it all? How do they have freedom to have a life outside of work, outside of money, outside of things like that? That's going to give you some input, some advice, some guidance. You could also spend some time outside in nature or outside, you know, looking up at the stars and talking to your angels or whatever it is that you believe in. And you could get some guidance that way. Let's get some numbers, zodiac sign, charms, and letters for group 2 to let you know that this is your reading. Okay, so I see 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so those numbers could be relevant to you somehow. Let's see what zodiac signs we have. Pisces, Pisces, and Virgo. So we got heavy Pisces there. Let's get some charms for group 2. Okay, so with the hat, you could be wearing multiple hats. Maybe you're maybe you have a spouse, maybe you have pets, maybe you have children. There is a bell, so that is all about commitment and marriage. So you could be in a marriage that this situation you're dealing with that you're going to have a lot of compassion for. Maybe you're very distant with your spouse in regards to finances. But if you put in the time and the effort and nurture the situation, it will get better. Let's get some letters for you. Group 2. This could be your name, it could be their name, it could be initials, nickname. It really could just be anything that is relevant to let you know this is your reading. I'm hearing set your brain on it because I see almost brain here and I see set. I see Bri for a nickname, or Bree. I also see Sergeant if somebody is in the military. This could be an abbreviation for that. Okay, group 2, go ahead and pause the video, see what you come up with, and that is what I have for you. Thank you. Bye. Hi, group 3, for the months of October, November, and December, or when you're watching this video for the next 3 months of what to expect. Your overall energy is realization. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. Okay, so there is something that you're going to come to realization over the next 3 months. Let's get some details, group 2, of what this realization is all about. We have the King of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles. And the Seven of Swords. Okay, so there's definitely something that you're coming to the realization that you're very passionate about. Something, it could be a career or a job opportunity that you want to move towards, but there's some type of deceit that you're not aware of. Okay, so maybe with this gift card here, it could be that maybe you're coming to the realization you took a new job and maybe they gave you a bonus in order to hire you, like a hiring bonus, and you didn't know when you took that bonus that it was actually, maybe you had to stay with the company for a year or 3 years or 5 years, that there was more to the details of this gift, that this opportunity was given to you. You're coming to that realization that maybe what you thought was going to be really great is not what it was. So let's see a little more detail between worlds. Okay, so you're going to feel very conflicted in this decision. Go the distance. Okay, so you're going to really have to weigh all of your options and figure out, is this something you want to be in for the long term? Is this opportunity that you accepted even though they were not honest with you? Is it something that you want to stick out? It is something that's going to cause you quite a bit of anxiety. Yep, the mystery, you're just not really sure. And energy. Okay, so it is something that you were super excited about in the beginning. You had a lot of passion, you were excited, you were really thinking, wow, this is a great opportunity, I'm totally taking it. Then once you took it, you started to have anxiety because you're realizing now that you're in the position, it's not what they said it was. You know, maybe they said it was a, I don't know, a supervisor role or something. And then once you started, you realize that there is no staff to supervise, that it's just you, and they just called it a supervisor role. Or maybe they said that, oh, well, we offer tuition assistance, and then you're finding out once you start there that you have to work there for a year before they're going to provide any tuition assistance to you. So you're having a lot of anxiety about wondering, you know, if you're going to be able to stay in this position or this role for the longevity that they were specifically giving to you. Let's look at each individual month. So we're going to look at October, November, and December. We're going to take a look at the obstacles and challenges for each month, your accomplishments, and any advice that I may have for you. So let's look at October, or when you're watching this video, the first month. Okay, so your obstacle for the first month is going to be transformation. Okay, so which is all about adjusting maybe your mindset, figuring out, you know, can I stick this job out? Can I really stay here for the long term? Do I see myself working for a company that maybe didn't have the greatest integrity when they hired me by misleading you? So that's something that is going to be your obstacle or challenge. Can you, work for a company that doesn't have the same ethics as you? Let's see what your accomplishment is. Well-being. Okay, so things that are going to come to light, you're going to realize that you need to do things that are in the best interest of you in the month of October. Whether that means, being open and honest with your superiors, whether that means being open and honest with yourself of whether or not you can conform to what the expectations are, and if you can be in this for the long term. Let's see what advice we have for you in the month of October, or the first month that you're going to be watching this video. What do you need to release? Okay, so do you need to release your mindset of how you think or feel in order to work for this place? Are you going to come to the realization that maybe you don't have to compromise who you are, that maybe this is just not a good fit for you, and that there are other companies out there? Let's see for the month of November. What is your challenge or obstacle? Group 2. What is your challenge or obstacle? New vitality. Okay, so you're going to come up with creative ways of expressing yourself. You're going to come up with ways to think outside the box. And what is your accomplishment? Spiritual awakening. Okay, so you're really going to have that aha moment of, okay, this is either going to work or this is not going to work. And that is something that will hit you in November, or month 2. What advice do I have for you? Don't let your past hold you back. Okay, so maybe if you were in a different position in the past that did not have the responsibilities that this job has, maybe you were afraid that you wouldn't be hired at another company until you gain experience with the company that you just started with. That is not necessarily true. There's a lot of companies out there that will hire you without experience. Sometimes they'll take other types of experience because they know that those roles will actually roll into other things that you're very good at. Okay, let's take a look at December, or month 3. What is your obstacle or your challenge? Group 3. What is your obstacle or challenge? Woman holding a heart. Okay, so your obstacle really is how you feel as a person, how you feel about what they have done to you. You're the one who holds how you feel internally. If you continue to feel that way, it's because you've allowed them to let you feel that way. So otherwise, you have to make a decision. And this is in the month of December, or month 3. Let's see what your accomplishment is. Spirit guides. Okay, so that goes back to what was this one? Spiritual awakening. Okay, so you're going to seek your higher power for some advice and some encouragement on really what is the best thing for you to do. And let's see what advice we have for you in the month of December. Confidence is your key to success. Okay, so being able to feel confident in how you feel, being able to speak to, your superiors or your coworkers, and that's going to be your key to success, whether you stay or whether you go. I do have some angel oracle cards here. I would like you to ask yourself 2 questions, and let's see what the answer is. Group 3, question 1. What is the answer? a year from now, and for others, if you believe. And group 3, question 2, what is the answer? Ask your angels. And for others, peaceful resolution. Okay, let's take a look at, if you are single, your love life. What obstacle or challenges are you facing? Group 3 for your love life. Oh, you got 2, routine and beauty. Okay, so maybe you're not spending enough time taking care of yourself. Maybe you're feeling stuck in a routine, stuck in the day-to-day things of life, and you're really just not focusing on yourself and how to nurture yourself and take care of yourself. Let's see what accomplishment you have for singles. Overall energy for the next 3 months. Flow. Allow me, the divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. Okay, so you're going to learn a good flow and a good routine to take care of yourself physically. You know, whether that means working out to alleviate stress, if that means going to get facials or massages to decrease the stress, you're going to learn, and that's what you're going to accomplish over the next 3 months if you are single. Let's see what advice we have for those that are single for the next 3 months. New beginnings. Yep. Embracing something new when it comes to your routine and structures. Maybe, like I said, you've been stuck in the same routines for a very long time. You've kind of just been going with the flow, but understanding that that's not making you happy. So you're going to need to start some new beginnings when it comes to how you feel about yourself, how you want to feel about yourself, and the things that you need to do to make yourself feel good. Let's take a look at those that are in a relationship. Love. What is going to be your obstacle or challenge over the next 3 months? Muse. Okay. So maybe mirroring your partner, really embracing your emotions with your partner. Let's see what your accomplishment is. Inner power. Give me the courage and power to do what must be done. Okay, so maybe having that strength is what you're going to overcome when it comes to your partner. And, you know, if there's something that you want to be open and honest with them about how you feel, this would be the time to do it. So over the next 3 months, you're going to have that realization that it's okay that you can have a say or an opinion in your relationship. What advice do we have for those that are in a relationship? Peace. Okay, so by having your inner power and by having those conversations with your significant other, that will bring you inner peace. That will make you feel satisfied and whole. Let's take a look at career over the next 3 months. What is the energy for your career? For group 3, what is your overall energy for the next 3 months of your career? Generosity. Okay, so maybe giving to others, not really expecting to receive. And that could be part of the decision that you make that, like I said, if this is a new position that you accepted, they gave you a bonus for signing on as a new employee, maybe you have given that money to those who are in need or helped out family and friends. You know, your overall energy for your career is that you didn't use the money on yourself, maybe you used the money on someone else. You were being very generous with it. What is your accomplishment? Liberation. Okay, so by you giving that money to someone else, that is where your obstacle and challenge is, because maybe you don't have the money to give back if you do quit the job. And that might be something that is a realization, that if you do decide to leave that employment, they may expect that money to be back. That is something that you're going to have to come to the realization about. Let's see what advice we have for you when it comes to your career over the next 3 months. What advice? Joy. Okay, so finding the joy in what it is that you do. Finding the joy in giving to others, finding the joy in helping yourself, making yourself feel like you can do what you want to do and what you need to do. Okay, let's get some letters, zodiac signs. We'll do some charms and some numbers. Group 3. Let's see what numbers. This could be your age or date of birth. Any numbers really that are relevant. 5, 5, 6, and 1. Let's get some zodiac signs. We got Scorpio, Taurus, and Libra. Okay, let's get some charms for group 3. Okay, so there is good luck for you. This is something that you will be successful at, whatever decision you decide to make. It could involve children. You may have children that you need to take care of, and that is something that you're going to have to really accept if you do decide to not continue with this opportunity and you have to pay that money back. That is something that you may need to consider. You need to pray or, talk to your higher powers and really open your heart up, meditate, and there will be light at the end of the tunnel for you. It's just going to take some time for you to figure out what's going to be the best interest for you. Let's get some letters. These could be your name, your initials, really anything that's relevant to your reading. Group 3. I see Pat or Patty. I see Mr. I see Mr. SOB. That could be relevant if maybe the person who hired you thought was one way and they're not. JQ. I see Junior. You could be a junior. I see Tim. Okay, group 3, that is what I have for you. You can pause the video and see what you come up with. Thank you. Bye. Hi, group 4. If you chose this square pendant, this is going to be your reading for the next 3 months. Let's see what the overall energy is. Number 9, allowance. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, fear, and resistance. When we allow the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. So let's see more detail, group 4, about this allowance over the next 3 months for your overall energy. Group 4. The Hermit. The Magician. The Two of Swords. Marriage. Okay, so group 4. What you're going to be dealing with on your overall energy is something in your higher level of commitment that you're really conflicted about, that you have to make a decision about. You are very optimistic and have all the tools to be able to do what you need to do, but you're going to spend that time reflecting and go the distance. So that means you're going to have to put in some time and some effort in maybe allowing other people's opinions, their fears, maybe there's some resistance in your marriage or your commitment, and maybe you're going to have to be the one who is going to have to bend a little bit in this situation that you're going to be dealing with over the next 3 months. Now, finding security and structure in your higher power, if you believe in God or you believe in angels, if you believe in your spirit guides, figuring out that you're the one who has all of the tools to be able to make this decision for this outcome to be tolerable and things that have happened be able to move forward in the direction you want it to be. Let's get a little bit more detail about this allowance that you're going to be dealing with the next 3 months. Okay, stop, determination, and faith. Okay, so you really are going to have to take that time out with this Hermit card. It's all about taking that time out, reflecting, having faith, and understanding everything happens for a reason. Maybe being very determined to go the distance with your partner. Maybe there are things that they say or do that you don't accept or you don't embrace, and allowing yourself to be able to move forward with this person even though maybe everything is not there. There is something that you're not seeing that you're going to have to make a decision about when it comes to this connection. Let's take a look in depth for each month, really what it is that are your obstacles and challenges. So let's see, if you're looking at this in September, this will be for October. Otherwise, if you're looking at it at a later date, it will be the first month. Let's see what your obstacles or challenges are going to be. Love begins, okay? And let's see, maybe it's learning how to love your partner or love their perspective or love who they truly are in a way that they need you to. Maybe you're going to go and be there for them in any way they need it. When it's go the distance, that means you're going to go further into whatever you need to do to ensure that that love is there. Let's see what your accomplishment will be in October. Good luck. Okay, so you have a lot of positive outcome in the month of October by learning to love your partner in the fashion that they need to be loved, allowing them to be open and honest and communicate with you, and being able to figure out, okay, how do we move forward? How can we be determined to make this work? We have all the tools to make it work, but how can I allow myself to love this person? Let's see what advice we have. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So something that maybe you've come out of that's been very tough for the both of you in the month of October or the first month will come to an end. Let's take a look at November. Let's see what your challenge or obstacle is. Throat chakra. Okay, so that's all about speaking up. That's all about opening up your communication, being able to talk to your partner, expressing how you feel. That's something in November or month 2 when you watch this video that you're going to be struggling with. Let's see what your accomplishment is going to be. Listening. Okay, so when you are listening to your partner and understanding what they're saying or being able to hear what they say, then maybe you're going to be able to open up and communicate how you feel. Allowing your partner to have a voice and opinion in this situation over the next couple of months. Let's see what advice we have. Adjustments are required. Okay, so you're going to learn how to listen to your partner better. You're going to be able to speak up, but maybe let them talk first, and then you'll be able to express how you feel. Okay, so maybe listen first, which is what you're going to accomplish before you speak. Let's look in the month of December. What is your obstacle or challenge? Appreciation. Okay, so maybe appreciating the opinion of your partner, appreciating that you're allowing them to speak first. And let's see, what is your accomplishment? Learning to appreciate your marriage or appreciate your higher level of commitment with this person. And your accomplishment is clouds, which is all about releasing and letting go and being able to feel connected with your partner again. Okay, let's see what advice we have for December or month 3. A time for healing. Okay, so letting go of things in the past that need to be forgiven, that need to be moved forward, having faith and being optimistic and just bringing peace in the connection. Let's see, we have the Angel Oracle cards here. Ask yourself 2 questions and let's see what the answer is. Group 4, question 1. No is the answer for some, and reconsider for others. And group 4, question 2, what is the answer? No again, and yes for others. Okay, Now let's take a look at your overall energy if you are single and love. For the next 3 months, what is the overall energy if you are single for love? Traveler. Okay, so maybe you do a lot of traveling for work and you're never in one place to possibly have a relationship, and that's why you're single. So that is one of your challenges. What is your accomplishment? Inner child. Okay, working on yourself, having love and compassion for yourself, understanding who you truly are. And what advice do we have for singles over the next 3 months? Strength. Okay, building up your inner strength and confidence in who you are and what it is that you want and what it is that you deserve. Let's take a look for those that are in a relationship. Love. What is the energy over the next 3 months? Those in a relationship. Beauty. Okay, focusing on your internal beauty, your physical beauty. That is going to be an obstacle for you. Realizing how beautiful you are or how handsome you are. Maybe your partner doesn't tell you that enough, but being able to realize it yourself, that is your obstacle or challenge over the next 3 months if you're in a relationship. Let's see what your accomplishment is. True offering. Okay, realizing that you are the one who is in control and that you can love yourself. You don't need your partner to tell you all the time, oh, you're so beautiful, or oh, you're so handsome. You can do that to yourself. Look in the mirror and realize that is what you're going to accomplish, is you're going to realize that you can say that to yourself to make yourself feel good. What advice do we have? Fluidity. Okay, so being open and honest with your feelings, being open and honest with yourself. If you don't physically like how you look, then you're the one who has to change that. Not your partner, not their compliments, not them telling you. If you need reassurance constantly from someone, that's something that you truly have to look inside yourself to try to figure out. Let's take a look for group 4 for career. What is going to be your challenge or obstacle over the next 3 months? Withdrawn. Okay, so maybe you're feeling very isolated and alone at work. Maybe you're just really have your head down and you're focused, and that is going to be a challenge or an obstacle for you. Let's see what your accomplishment will be. Group 4. Extraordinary. Okay, so maybe you're going to get recognized for working so hard over the next couple of months. Maybe you're going to get a bonus, or you're going to be employee of the month, or maybe you win a prize or something. But the peacock is beautiful. Everybody sees it, everybody stares at it, everybody recognizes it. You're going to be at the top of your game is where you're going to be at in December, over the next 3 months, October, November, December. And your advice is compassion. Okay, so make sure you have compassion for yourself and compassion for others. Let's get some numbers, zodiac signs, charms, and letters for group 4. These numbers could be your age, they could be your date of birth, any numbers really that are relevant. 3, 4, and 2, 2. Let's get some zodiac signs. Hi, group 5. If you chose this snowflake or this star pendant, this is going to be your reading for your next 3 months. Let's see what the overall energy is. Fertility, number 27. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, creative, joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow for our consciousness into a new, grander expression of ourselves. Okay, so let's get some detail, group 5, about the next 3 months. Your overall energy is fertility. Okay, we have the 5 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, and the 7 of Cups. Group 5. Next 3 months. Adjudication. Okay, so I feel like there is a legal situation that is happening in regards to possibly a child. Fertility is all about growth. Somebody who walked away, left someone else out in the cold, moved away from the financial obligation or responsibility, leaving you stuck with several different opportunities for you to pursue something else. Adjudication is all about court case. So I feel like over the next 3 months, you're going to be dealing with something legal-wise having to do with a child. Truth be told, okay? So maybe the honesty is coming out. Maybe if it is in regards to a birth of a baby for some of you, that the truth is going to come out, that maybe this person who left you said it wasn't their child, but they're going to find out it is. Time for a nap, okay? So you're feeling very stuck. You're feeling very tired, feeling very disconnected, because there's things that you just really didn't see in regards to the situation over the next couple months. Let's get a couple more cards for the overall energy. Determination. Energy. And mystery. Okay, so group 5, it feels like you are very determined in order to make sure that the truth comes out. You want to make sure that everything is out on the table and that everybody knows exactly what is happening. You're very, very optimistic about this going in your favor. Let's look at details for the next 3 months. We're going to take a look at October 1st, or the first month that you're looking at this video. What is going to be your obstacle or your challenge? Group 5. Awareness. Okay, so maybe letting people know is going to be the obstacle or challenge. People aren't going to want to accept what you're going to tell them. Let's see what your accomplishment is. Dreams. Okay, so whatever you dreamed about in the end with this situation over the next 3 months, in October, your dreams are going to come into reality. Let's see what advice we have for you for October or the first month that you're viewing this video. Having faith in your dreams. Okay, so you may be having dreams. You will be feeling very optimistic and powerful because of those dreams. Let's take a look at month 2 or November. What is going to be your obstacle or challenge? Share the love. Okay, so you're going to have to figure out how to have love for all people involved. Let's see what your accomplishment's going to be. Truth. You're going to be honest about how you feel, and honest how you feel about the situation with those that are around you. Let's see what advice we have for you. A win-win outcome is the forecast. So if it is a legal situation, it will go in the favor of you. That is something that will feel balanced. It will feel fair. Let's take a look at what is your challenge or obstacle for December or month 3 that you're watching this video. The thinking woman. Okay, so your challenges in December or month 3 is that you're going to be really, really thinking a lot about what is going on and how is the outcome going to go and what's going to happen, trying to figure it all out. Let's see what your accomplishment is. Seedling. Okay, so you're going to realize the time and effort that you've put into it has nurtured and grown into something that you've wanted it to turn into. Let's see what advice we have for you. It's time to take action. Okay, we have the Angel Oracle cards here. Ask yourself 2 questions, Group 5, and let's see what the answer is. Group 5, question 1, perfect timing for some. Ask help from others. Group 5, question 2, what is the answer? Yes. And for others, be assertive. Okay, let's take a look at for if you're single and you're not in a relationship over the next 3 months, what is your overall energy for your challenge or obstacles if you are single and not in a relationship? Magic. Okay, that's going to be your challenge. Understanding that you are in control with what it is that you need to do over the next 3 months if you are single. meaning if you want to be in a relationship, you are the one who has the magic keys, the magic touch, the magic to be able to change your situation. And your accomplishment is grief, okay? Accepting things that maybe have changed in the past or things that have happened to you, and that is why you are single, and moving on from those. Accepting and moving forward. And the advice, freedom. Okay, yep, once you let go of whatever it is that you grieved and you've released that, then you will feel good and you will feel like you can move forward. Let's take a look at the overall energy. If you are in a relationship for love, in your relationship over the next 3 months, what is your challenge or obstacle? Creativity. Okay, so being creative with your partner, thinking outside the box, not being so rigid and narrow-minded is going to be an obstacle for you or a challenge. Let's see what your accomplishment is going to be. Companionship. Okay, so learning how to have give and take, learning how to be one with your partner, maybe coming up with new ideas of things that you can do together so that you are both happy. Let's see what advice we have. If you're in a relationship, healing. Okay, so understanding that maybe 1 week you do date night, and understanding that, okay, you're going to get to choose what we do this week, and next week I'm going to choose what we get to do. You know, taking that time to really get to know each other. If you're disconnected, reconnecting, rebonding, and feeling together as one. Let's do some numbers, zodiacs, charms, and letters for group 5 to confirm this is your reading. Group 5, let's see what your overall energy for your obstacle and challenges for career is for the next 3 months. Nurturing. Okay, so feeling like you're putting in what you should is going to be an option, or is going to be an obstacle or a challenge for you in your career. Feeling like you're not nurturing it enough. Maybe you're not putting in enough hard work. Maybe you work in like a sales position and you're just not passionate, and you're not spending the time to grow your client list in order to grow your commissions and your bonuses. Could be anything. Let's see what your accomplishment is. Letting go. Okay, letting go of old habits, letting go of the way you did things in the past in your career. Maybe you need to do something different. Let's see what advice we have for you for your career over the next 3 months. Forgiveness. Okay, forgiving yourself, letting go of how you felt about something when it comes to how you do your job, maybe doing things differently. Forgiving yourself that the time has already gone and you need to just move forward at this point. Let's get some numbers, zodiac sign, charms, and letters for group 5. These will be relevant for you for your reading. These could be your age, date of birth, any numbers really that are relevant. 10, 12, 11, 1. And let's look at zodiac signs. Wow, you got Virgo? No, you got Scorpio. All 3 of these are Scorpio. Okay, so you could be a Scorpio. Let's get some charms. Okay, so the flower is all about nurturing and, watering and giving love and attention to what it is that's important to you. It could be that you travel a lot or at a distance with somebody. You could have children, and that could be something that is involved in the fertility in the court case, and you will be the shining star when it comes to the situation over the next 3 months. Let's get you some letters. This could be your name, could be someone else's name that is relevant, could be a nickname. Could be initials. I see God, so if you believe in God, maybe you're going to be praying if it's a court case that things will go in your favor or things will work out fairly for both parties involved. Also see little. See Rita, TT, Garrett, or maybe it's E.T. Garrett. I see Rod. Okay, group 5, that is what I have for you. Go ahead and pause the video and see what you come up with. Thank you. Bye.